Welcome to Southern Cooking Made Simple, y'all. I gathered together all of my recipes for salad dressings, and I hope you guys like these just half as much as I do. In our family, I'm 62 years old, and my grandma used to let me help her cook. And the one thing that she would let me help her cook with when I was just a teeny tiny thing was salads. So at a very young age, I started going to the garden for her and gathering up the fruits and vegetables, and strawberries, whatever we was going to have in our salad. She would send me to the garden and get all that stuff. And then she'd let me make the salad. And it depended on what we had fresh in season as to what went in the salad. We weren't as, dedicated to certain things. We went by what the seasons brought and by what the ground produced for us in the summertime, and it made for some of the best salads and stuff, snacks and things that you have ever tasted, and some of the best salad dressings for me, because I started collecting salad dressings when I was just a little thing, and I started making my own. Making your own salad dressings really kicks it up a notch, because if you're just having a bottled dressing, you're going to have the same flavor every time. It's going to have that pre-packaged, pre-made yucky taste. So why not make it fresh from delicious ingredients that you already have in your refrigerator probably, or your pantry, and make it something that your whole family will love. I have found that if you come up with the right salad, you can turn a blah meal into a fantastic meal if you have the right salad and salad dressing. It's just a matter of pairing up whatever you have fresh with what you have savory, and it works every time for me. I hope you guys like these just half as much as my family does. We're a big family. We come from the mountains of West Virginia. I'm an only child, but I come from a very large family of extremely picky eaters. My mom was an extremely good cook, and she used to make everything from scratch, and so did my grandma. Everything we made came from scratch. You didn't go to grandma's house and get something that was already pre-bottled, pre-cooked, pre-made. She had stuff like mayonnaise or ketchup, but you had to make your own salad dressings using the items that she had there at the house. That was just mandatory, and it depended on what the salad ingredients were as to what you made your dressing out of. It might be smashed up strawberries. It might be chopped up green peppers in your salad dressing. It depends on what you have fresh that day. It's okay to swap and change, and if you have something fresh in your garden, switch that out in your dressing. Try something a little bit different as you go along, and you'll be surprised some of the delicious dressings you can come up with on your own just by using fresh ingredients. And if you use fresh ingredients, you'll always have a tasty dressing. Some of the main things that we always put in a salad are celery, carrot, cucumber, tomato, sliced mushrooms or muggles or morels or anything you have fresh, or ramps. The green leaves of the ramp is really good in salads. Green peppers. I love boiled eggs in a salad, and chopped up ham and bacon. Olives. Different colored olives are delicious in salads. Plus, they add so much beauty. We eat with our eyes first. Onion, of course. I love onions. My grandma Hokum, she used to sit down and we used to share a raw onion at night before we go to bed, people. And it taught me to eat an onion just like an apple. And today, when I get up in the morning, everybody else will be eating their breakfast, and I'll be in there frying me some onion to go with my breakfast. It's just delicious. It's just what you are taught and how you are raised as the things that you snack on when you get older. And I found that if I make my own dressings, like this celery seed dressing here, that is a recipe that my grade school cook, Betty Perry, used to cook at our grade school, and she cooked up some of the best salad dressings and stuff, people. She would make some of the best meals, and you could smell that down the hall when I was in grade school. Oh, I'm telling you now, lunchtime was my favorite subject. And we would go to that lunchroom, and she would have that salad dressing, that celery salad dressing there on the table. And there was a bottle of salad dressing, and you squirt some of the salad dressing on your lettuce first, and then you top it with the celery dressing. It's absolutely delicious. All of these dressings are, and they just came from years and years and years of collecting recipes and making up my own and coming up with ways to make delicious sauces. To me, it's all about the sauce. If the sauce on my meal is not good, then my meal's not good. All the rest of my meal can be fantastic. I could have everything under the sun on my plate and it be fantastic. But it's not fantastic to me until you put the right tang to it. If it doesn't have hot peppers, a delicious salad and salad dressing, and I like things like nuts and chopped beets and cheeses on top of my salad, or boiled eggs, just variations of different things. Almonds if you have almonds, or walnuts if you have walnuts, or clean some oranges and put some orange slices in your salad. That's fantastic. Try some of these dressings. Try the cooked dressing. The wilted lettuce dressing is one that's been in my family for hundreds of years. My grandmother, she was a Cherokee Indian. Her name was Lily Missouri, and she passed her wilted lettuce dressing down to my grandma Marie and right on down to me. And this came from Lily Missouri Legg, and she lived on the hill in Klein Holler in Endor, West Virginia. We used to go visit her on Sunday, and she always had wilted lettuce, and she would send us out to the garden to get the lettuce and green onions. Oh, I can still remember sitting at that big long table. It looked like a Walton's table, and all the kids sat along each side on the benches, and Grandma sat at the end towards the kitchen, and Grandpa sat at the other end. It was so fun to go to Grandma's house. She had a wood-burning cook stove in the kitchen, and it sat catty corner, and she always had pies sitting on top of that stove. She didn't even have a kitchen sink. This is some pictures from up at her house when they had some type of a ceremony or wedding or something was going on. And then here they have a big dinner out in the yard. And look at what a spread of food on those tables, people. Oh my goodness, this woman can cook. And I'm going to pass every one of these recipes that come out of that little old house right there down to you guys. And you don't have any clue how fortunate you are at this point to receive Lily Missouri's recipes. Because everything that I've learned, I learned it from my Grandma Marie and my mother. And Lily Missouri was Grandma Marie's mom.